And Thoughtseize, no, they can... They did it! They did it! Greetings, everyone. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that you are here. We're going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena today, as always. These are some of the highlights from our stream, and I really hope you enjoy the games. If you do really enjoy the program, please don't forget to leave a like and subscription. It really, really helps the channel. So without further ado, let's get to the games. I mean, sure. So, for what it's worth, I had a similar thing with streaming. I've wanted to stream for a long time. If you click my name in chat there, it'll tell you that I created my account on August 25th, 2011. I've been around Twitch a very, very long time. But there was just always something, you know. There was always a reason not to stream. I didn't start streaming until 2019 because, you know, I finally, after the flood, I realized this is something. Not only do I want this, I have to do this for me personally, right? So by doing that thing, I found my reason, and once I found my reason, it was the motivation is easy once you actually want it, right? So, Gold Raiders, glad you made it. Glad you made it. Yeah, indeed. Shadowrunner, me too. Yep. It was Justin TV back then. Stoic Gaming. Wow. Well, those things are unfortunate. Finds Giant Killer. All right. Well. Great Henge. Draw your card. Yep. You got it. And Blizzard Brawl on Thalia's Lieutenant. Because that one's just going to keep growing. Then we're going to go ahead and attack with the Steel Leaf Champion. Because it's indestructible and it's going to die to Giant Killer whenever our opponent gets around to doing that thing, right? Yep. Couple minutes 4 years ago. Didn't get 1,000 subs in 2 minutes, so I stopped streaming. Yeah. That turns out it is difficult to find 1,000 people willing to sponsor you. Giant Killer? Perhaps. Boseiju! Oh my gosh, brutal. In the mono white list, folks. You gotta be kidding me. If you click your name, Geiger, it just says account created September 11th, 2013. Geiger. Well, you know, old growth troll. Do we go for it? Yeah, what the heck. Old growth troll. So you have to click the colored part of your name, Geiger. I mean, unless there's something going on for the... Are you guys on mobile, maybe? Because I've always been able to do this. This isn't just on my channel. This is everywhere. This is a Twitch-wide thing. Skyclave Apparition. Yuck. All right, folks. Our opponent. Living the dream. And Giant Killer. And another Asper Sentinel. Okay. And... okay, that was a good one. That was a good one. Hopefully they don't have more. That would be much less good. We will pay for the one, but not the other. We can't pay for the other. All right. Hold on for now. Pass that turn. Hummus Knob, glad you made it. All right. Scum7, glad you're here. Good to see you. All right, folks. 4 cards in hand. Skyclave Apparition gonna come down and get Old Growth Troll. Girl Pop, glad you made it. 4 months, my friend. Appreciate you. It's true. I would have significantly less tea. No doubt about that. And Ranger Captain of Eos gets in. No blocks. Sure, we drop to 19. Go back to 21. Don't mind if I do. Obstinate Baloth. Come on down. Giant Killer going to tap down our Werewolf pack leader. We are unsurprised by that. We're going to gain some life and put a counter on the Obstinate Baloth, then draw another card. Appreciate that subscription, Pro Pop. That's very kind of you. Well, Snow-Covered Forest, not strictly ideal. Probably still want to play it, though. I mean, it gives up the bluff, but when you start kind of doing a bunch of stuff with Great Henge, sometimes you need a bunch of mana. And being able to activate the Werewolf pack leader could be nice as well. All right. Nice. Scum7. Yeah. All right. Asper Sentinel comes down. And Inquisitor Captain arrives. Oh, no. Oh, but they don't have enough creatures. Oh, no. Wow, that's rough. Okay, well, that's a good start. Llanowar Elves. Get a counter draw card. Kazandu Mammoth. We can still activate Werewolf pack leader if we do this, so I think we do want to do this. See what we draw. Okay, combat. And draw another card. Blizzard Brawl. That's a good one, folks. That's a good one. Inquisitor Captain jumps in front of the Obstinate Baloth. Alongside Ranger Captain of Eos. Sure. And a chump block on the Werewolf pack leader? No, they're going to trade? All 3 Esper Sentinels for the Werewolf pack leader. Yep. Sure. These things are fine. Great, even, honestly. Because now all of the Esper Sentinels are out of the way. So we can use Kazandu Mammoth to get rid of the Giant Killer. To prevent the tapping down of our things. And we have Scavenging Ooze now. It's going to come down, get a counter draw card. Oh, boy. Blizzard Brawl is an interesting one. Probably want to save that just in case they have some other Haymaker. Besides, we can eat their graveyard with Scavenging Ooze, right? Okay, there's Inquisitor Captain. You got it. They do have enough now that all of these creatures went to the bin. And they find Skyclave Apparition. Does decide to go after Scavenging Ooze. We will still just, you know, eat, I guess, Thalia's Lieutenant and Ranger Captain of Eos. Sure. And then opponent going to attack? MTG your ass. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, content creating buddy. All right, no attacks. Our opponent has gotten a fair amount of value here, for sure. The Collected Company, as well as Inquisitor Captains, very, very powerful cards, generating lots of value. And the Skyclave Apparitions, you know, having exiled some pretty important things. Definitely all of this matters. But with the Great, as long as the Great Henge is on the field here, I can't help but feel like we're, you know, in pretty good shape long term. All right, well, speaking of which, Werewolf Pack Leader, come on down. Old Growth Troll, come on down. Yes. Land drop. Do we make the land drop? I'm not sure. I think we're gonna hold on to it just so we can pump the Kazandu Mammoth when we're ready to attack. But I don't know that we're ready to... Well, are we? We don't want them to have another Thalia's Lieutenant come down, and we know that they're there. All right, well, fine. I guess... Blizzard Brawl on Inquisitor Captain. And then land drop, making Kazandu Mammoth a 6/6, and we're going to go ahead and attack. Our opponent being at 11 life is very relevant here, because they can take it this turn, but on future turns, things are looking pretty challenging, right? Been on vacation, and now some snow came. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Speaking of oh, no. Collected Company arrives. Golly. All right. And there's the Thalia's Lieutenant, exactly why we were concerned. Okay, and Elite Spellbinder sees no cards. But the fact that they have another Elite Spellbinder here is scary, no doubt about that. We dropped to 31. Our turn. Werewolf Pack Leader. Well, let's cast it. Sure enough, we do get a land. Well, we're going to go ahead and use the land to grow the Kazandu Mammoth, then go to combat. And I am going to go ahead and attack, I guess, like so. The trampling damage matters here, right? And the fact that Old Growth Troll tramples, as does Werewolf Pack Leader, it matters. And again, these creatures dying, like, gives us more board presence, right? So... Oh boy, gonna kill the Kazandu Mammoth. This current plan has them dead, right? Oh, okay, nope. No, yeah, I think they're just dead, I think. Did I miscount? They have lifelink? No. All right, we got him. All right, yeah. Great Henge, folks. Heck of a magic card. Sure, we'll keep this. Bobby Blazer, glad you made it. Is this a children's game? Bobby Blazer, okay, that really depends on your interpretation, but I'm glad you're here. Picada, glad you made it as well. Is it a children's game? Yes, absolutely. But I really don't advocate pushing to teach someone any too much before they are at least 13. Yeah, well, I mean, 11 is fine if they show proclivities towards strategy and things like that. But there's a lot. It's complicated to read and stuff. Not really adult themes or anything. Like, I wouldn't be concerned about the appropriateness of it. Although some of the art can occasionally be graphic. So if a child is particularly sensitive to graphic imagery, like, you know, blood or something, that might not, you know, you might not be there. You were wondering if you should start teaching your 5-year-old. Okay, so here's the thing, Bobby Blazer. I actually started teaching my children. I have two. They are now 18 and, 20 essentially. She'll be 20 in 13 days, I guess. Something like that. But I actually started teaching mine at a bit of a younger age, like that, you know, 5, 6, 7 years old, because both of them, I've always had a really good relationship with my daughters, and they wanted to be involved in, you know, kind of what dad was doing, sort of thing, right? In retrospect, though, I would caution against it, at least to a certain extent, because it's deep, and you have to have great reading comprehension to really get involved. That said, as long as you are willing to play more simple games of Magic, then your 5-year-old will be fine, as you teach them. So, like, for instance, Old Growth Troll has like that much text, right? But you know, Elvish Mystic has this much text, so you could play with Elvish Mystic, but I would not necessarily encourage you to play with Werewolf Pack Leader or something, right? So I think our opponent's gonna bounce here. The question is, do we want to cast something, or do we just want to attack? Let's just attack. And I think we're going to hold the Elvish Mystic back. Because then we can pump the Elvish, or the Werewolf Pack Leader if we elect to, right? Yeah, and so for what it's worth, Bobby Blazer, if you hang out just for a minute, I actually have some really good ideas on this front. I have taught a whole, you know, a good number of folks to play the game. And okay. Our opponent screwed up there a little bit. They needed to... Well, I guess blocking the Supreme Phantom doesn't work either. So, okay, well, never mind. So I mentioned that on a previous Christmas, I had bought my 16-year-old nephew some Magic the Gathering decks. First thing they did, I bought them several decks similar to what I was doing for my other nephews now. They tore them all apart and put them together. They have like these, you know, 79 card piles with who knows how many lands and stuff. It's like, man, I built you a good deck. This deck would be good. Oh well, you know. I actually got a real kick out of it. I thought it was hilarious, but you know. Cool Uncle would take them to the shooting range, the brand new shiny AR-15. Well, I mean, maybe an original one, but you know, we're I do have to answer their mother, you know, so no, deconstructed the deck, that very old guy. Yeah, they didn't actually tear them all apart. No. They took the decks, they disassembled the decks and recompiled them in ways that I would not have considered advisable from a competitive standpoint. But that's okay. Like I say, I'm not bitter at all. I just was, I thought it was hilarious. Hey, Kurt2? I mean, you know, maybe not a terrible idea. Nicholas Bolus can't get that one. Gonna go after our Old Growth Troll? No, going to go up. Darn it! Okay, unfortunate. Oh, not now we draw a land. I almost went with the land anyway. All right, well. This is tough. I think I kind of want cards here. Well, the problem is they get additional cards as well. Fine. And we're getting another Old Growth Troll. Don't mind if I do. All right, Nullhide Ferox, come on down. This is presenting lethal. So, pretty okay. Armor Light Rifle. Unoriginal one. That's right, Pogshim. Needless to say, I am not thrilled with, or I was not thrilled with the way the client treated me last evening. So, we are on Nullhide Ferox, Obstinate Baloth Tribal. Okay. But wouldn't got it. Mono. Well, I mean, you know, maybe. Who knows? No, why did they take the old growth troll? Darn it. All right, stop that. This is the one that I wanted. There we go. Recently retooled your vampire deck. Had to go up against mono white counters and Skyclave apparitions. Vetoes. Nice. Love it, Pogshim. Well done. All right. You got me, Cotter. Tenacious underdog, huh? Okie doke. Well. Land. Steel Leaf. Come on down. We are going to hold back for now. We'd like to be able to draw a card when we attack. It would be like... Yeah, probably. Right? Hey, not my Todd. Appreciate you. Sure. What have you got? You gonna give it Death Touch or something? Village Rites. Sacrifices it. Okay. Sure. Draw some cards. And Power Word Kill. You got it. These things are fine. We dropped 16. They go to 22. Well, Landarino. Nullhide Ferox. Jump in there for 3. Don't mind if I do. Actually, I mean, that's fine. That is certainly fine. So, combat. Draw another card. Don't mind if I do. Opponent chooses to trade the Gifted Aetherborn, the Nullhide Ferox. Not thrilled about that by any means, but, you know, it's also not that big of a deal. So, Kazandu Mammoth. And land. And Llanowar Elves. In pass. Shadowrunner. Glad you made it, my friend. Glad you made it. Put that thing away there. Do I have Tameo Safekeeping in there as a sleep 2 of? I do not. I have 0 non-creature spells. We're staying true to the Nullhide Ferox plan. Nope. Oh, and get comfy as well? Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Definitely a thing I considered. But the deal is, I also, you know, I don't have any Great Henges or anything as well, you know? So... definitely a bit of a bummer. All right. See if our opponent takes the free block here. They don't block anything. We figured they might not, but boy, oh boy, I'm actually kind of surprised. And Nullhide Ferox, Elvish Mystic. Opponent on 12. Okay, what do you got? Not even Coco. No Coco. No, Onyx Virus. Like I say, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Oh, interesting. Well, we're going to do this, and we're going to go ahead and casually present lethal. Yep. So 5, 6. They're actually at 15 though. All right, fine. Let's draw another card. See how things go. We lose some life, unfortunately. Opponent cannot give Death Touch to the Knight of the Ebon Legion. Very astutely places it in front of the Nullhide Ferox. Does not want to risk Sheoldred though. Just puts it in front of a 1/1 Plans to take 6. The question is, do we pump the werewolf pack leader? I think the answer is no. So damage, 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 damage. They go to 9. We go with Steel Leaf Champion, Scavenging Ooze, pass the turn. Where's my Embercleave? It's not here. It's the guy here. Glad you made it, my friend. Glad you made it. Reaching for my hat that doesn't exist, so very carefully pivoting to, you know, like when you offer a handshake and, you know, they don't take it. You know, one of those things, but all right. I mean, I'm glad you're here, though, Zagaiger. That much is for sure. Graveyard Trespasser going to eat our Old Growth Troll. Inconveniently enough. And Knight of the Eben Legion going to show up yet again. Okay. Sure. Well, Landarino. Going to pop down, grow our Kazandu Mammoth. And then we're going to go back to combat. Don't mind if I do. Get in, get in, get in. Not enough Eldraine in this list? I mean, that's true. Unoriginal one. We probably could do with a little more Eldraine. A little more chump blocking happens. And Scavenging Ooze is going to get blocked. And Elvish Mystic going to get blocked. Wow, that is a little bit of a greedy set of blocks, I think. All right. Flash Gorger going away. And Tenacious Underdog going away. And Knight of the Eben Legion going away. And Gifted Aetherborn going away. And we're going to go ahead and pass. Damage, 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 damage. Down to 2. And Quirion Beastcaller. Come on down. Counter 95. What do you say? All right. Of course, leaving up a single forest just in case we need to exile something from a bin somewhere. Takanuma going to mill over some things. Unfortunately, we will not be given priority in there. And sure enough, nothing in the bin saves them from their inevitable fate. So it has definitely changed my eating habits, and not for the better. I've definitely put on some weight. I mean, it's, you know, whatever. But yeah. I've normally always been very, very sparing with my meals, but not so much anymore. Yeah, well, it's true. Action. What category does John follow? I mean, Great Godam, can I plead the 5th for Mama May? None of you would believe it. You all know where I fit in. Tweakios. Oh boy. They are deep in the tank over there. Not the 5th? Alright, well, fair enough. Oh, yeah. No, answer the question. No, I see. You can't force me to speak without a court order. Just saying. Fatal pushes our Llanowar Elves. You got me. We did need that mana for the record. All right, Beastcaller, come on down. Down to the Bugbear and Bone Crusher Giant. Good lord. All right, fine. Hey, we get the land. Sign me up. How about Garrick's Harbinger? How about them apples, huh? And Bone Crusher Giant arrives. Well, our opponent blocks. You got it. Steel Leaf Champion. Come on down. I do like apples. I really like them a lot. And Fable the Mirror Breaker shows up. Okay. Darn it. We did want to land there. Opponent unable to chump block, which is good news. Garrick's Harbinger, though, going to arrive. Protection from black could be relevant. Well, hexproof from black, not protection from black. Very, 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 very different keywords there. Opponent does bin some things. Reckoner Bankbuster goes away, as does Bloodtithe Harvester. Opponent makes a land drop. 4 cards in hand. Probably digging for an answer to the Steel Leafs, my best guess. Graveyard Trespasser arrives, going to eat a Llanowar Elves. Sure. And Thoughtseize. No, they can... They did it! They did it! Yes! They did it! But I've got quite a chin, you know. I can take the heads, which is good, because if I didn't have such a solid chin, we would have been out a long time ago. Oh my word. All right, Rodrigo Shaman, our next opponent. Why are you still here? What on earth? Oh, sorry, opponent. There we go. There we go. Favored Hoplite comes on. Uh-oh. Is this another? It is the red-white spells deck. So, okay. Don't kill my Steel Leaf champion, Rodrigo. Which is a futile thing to ask, because they're going to, oh my goodness, play an Illuminator Virtuoso. That's terrifying. All right, Great Henge. Come on down. No attacks. We are living in fear of Illuminator Virtuoso, considering the things we just saw. Yep. What do you say, Rodrigo Shaman? What do you say? 4 cards in hand, 3 lands on the battlefield, Inspiring Vantage, Battlefield Forge, and Pillar Verge Pathway. 10th District Legionnaire arrives on the scene just in time to make things difficult on us. And Reckless Rage? No. Monastery Swift Spear. So the opponent's not attacking at all then. They do not attack at all. Feels good, man. Feels good, man. So let's start on Steel Leaf Champion. See what we get. Werewolf Pack Leader. Well, let's see. We're going to keep going. We might get, you know, something like a way of interacting or something like that. Yeah. Okay, so Blizzard Brawl. On Illuminator Virtuoso or on 10th District Legionnaire? It's got to be the Illuminator, right? Yeah, the double strike is just too scary, and it connives as well. And we're of course going to attack with that. They're tapped out and it's unblockable. It is entirely possible attacking there was a mistake. But we have a lot of power and toughness able to attack this turn. Our opponent's almost out of cards. Oh my gosh, they're on the all creature draw. Well, that's good news for us. That is good news for us indeed. So we're going to start. Actually, do we just go with Trample then? These are unblockable. They have nothing that can block these. So they've got to throw everything in front of the Werewolf Pack Leader. And the Elvish Mystic needs to be blocked as well. Okay. Okay. Blocks. Blocks. Opponent. Okay. You've got it. We have an Accord, opponent. Your terms are acceptable. We will accept the win. Sure. I'm gonna enter this. Lair of the Hydra. And Elvish Mystic, come on down. Opponent takes card for the turn, senior clean. 8 cards in hand, of course, being on the draw. That's where you end up. The land drop for the turn is Shine Shadow Snarl, and a Plains is revealed. So I think we're going, since they're playing white-black, we're gonna assume there's removal over there and go with Old Growth Troll. It is 1 less power than Steel Leaf Champion, but if they do just untap, use a removal spell on Old Growth Troll, we get something still, which is kind of nice. So opponent does in fact play the Plains. They had revealed 7 cards in hand. Mire Triton comes down. It's got Death Touch. Going to go ahead and mill a few cards. It's a land and a Stitcher Supplier. So our opponent almost certainly is playing the whatever the heck that thing is called. Greasefang. Greasefang combo deck. Steel Leaf Champion gonna come down. It is unblockable currently. Just won 3 games with liquid metal coating and creatures with destroy artifact enter the battlefield effects. Oh my gosh, that's awesome, Odabi. Sounds like a great time. We are definitely going to be playing some liquid metal coating on the channel, that's for sure. Caves of Quello is going to show up. It's Pain Land, but it is an untapped land. Death Baron. What? I was not expecting to see Death Baron. Rest assured, that is true. We're going to go ahead and attack like so. Opponent going to trade with Steel Leaf Champion. Take 4. Black-white zombies, notably. I thought it was Greasefang. I think it's actually like Return to the Ranks stuff, which is very cool. I want to stress, that is very cool. Obstinate Baloth going to resolve, and I'm not sure we want to go with Kazandu Mammoth. Since all their stuff's going to have Death Touch, we might just have to trade a lot. So I think we're going to go ahead and not make a land drop here. So that a bunch, you know, we get forests off the top. They aren't Kryptonite. Blizzard Brawl here wouldn't be bad. Sure enough, it is Corpse Knight that arrives. 5 cards in hand. Godless Shrine tapped, passes the turn. Steel Leaf Champion is a heck of a draw. Combat. We're gonna go ahead and attack for 8. Corpse Knight. Gonna block. It's got Death Touch, but of course it's primarily their game plan, right? Had double Death Touch. That's true, Patrick Mendy. That is true. All right, Corpse Knight will in fact jump in front of the Obstinate Baloth. Take 4 more, down to 8. And you know, Steel Leaf Champion, come on down. It's Kazandu Mammoth, burning a hole in my proverbial pocket here. With the opponent at 8, maybe that was enough to swing the verdict. Maybe we were supposed to be able to deploy the Kazandu Mammoth here. The problem is we're expecting to get probably all 3 of these back this turn. Our opponents run out of time. Okay, sure enough, Champion of the Parish does arrive. Do we just make this into a 3/3 and attack with the Lair of the Hydra? All right. Fine. Senior clean. Combat. Presumably creatures come back. Rally the Ancestors. It does happen. We're not thrilled about that, but we kind of had to make them have it, right? The unfortunate thing is the Champion of the Parish is really, really good here, and they gain life from the Mire Triton. And they don't have to block with the Champion of the Parish, right? Okay. Opponent does all the appropriate blocking. drops to 8. Growth Troll comes over here, goes onto the snow-covered forest. Wrath of the Ancestor does the thing. Okay. 8 life still. Corpse Knight arrives. Blizzard Brawl would have been really nice here. Not as effective anymore. Scavenging Ooze would have been really nice. It arriving now, though, pretty important. We are going to go ahead and deploy at Kazandu Valley, then. All right. Stitcher Supplier, fine. The things happen. We drop to 15. Cards go over. And a land comes out. Opponent crashes in and crashes in. We're gonna jump. But eat Champion of the Perished. Eat Death Baron. Eat Corpse Knight. Matiko, good to see ya. And a land drop arrives. How do we feel about that? Are we better off just eating their entire graveyard and blocking the Champion of the Perished? Problem is, if they have a removal spell off the top, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're not actually dead, but we're basically dead if they have a removal spell off the top. Let's hedge our bets here. Go with Kazandu Mammoth so that we can at least prevent the Death Baron's attack and chump if we need to. Life's been good, Matiko. Life's been good. Yeah, I think they're running a lot of Death Touch here, you know? Well, Rally the Ancestors was probably the best card they could have asked for. Archghoul of Thraben. And just like Lazatep Reaver, I guess. All right. Boy, oh boy, that was rough. That was a very, very good draw for our opponent. Ay, ay, ay. All right, everybody gets in. We will chump block with our 3/3. Drop to 10. How many creatures are in the graveyard? 1, 2, 3. And then just whatever's in ours. Plenty. Okay. No. No, 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 no. Stop that. Jeez, folks. This is, not ideal. Not ideal. Lazatep Reaver. Oh, my goodness. The hits just keep coming. Yep. Yes, indeed, Duffaguru. It's true. All right, so Champion of the Perished. And Undead Butler. And do they have anything else? Mire Triton. And they don't have any more creatures, right? All right, so we are now forced to eat our own creatures. Steel Leaf Champion. I think we are going to keep eating just for the life gain here. We don't really have anything else to do with our creatures anyway. And the life gain likely to be relevant here, given what we already see on the board. We do have to get rid of this Champion of the Perished. Trading our 1-drop for the 2-drop. We've had to work a lot harder than theirs, I think. But, you know, it is what it is. Not bitter. Obstinate Baloth going to show up, gain us a little life as well. Llanowar Elves going to arrive. Okay. Wayward Servant. Boy, oh boy, folks. Good heavens. So, for what it's worth, our opponent's gotten to cast 2 of their Rally the Ancestors and gotten to see the other 2. The fact that we haven't gotten any Blizzard Brawls is making me feel like, you know, a little bit left out here. Roxzilla, glad you made it. Peta, good to see ya. Tell Gimp we said hello. Okay, well, that's awesome and everything. Is it too late? Maybe. Maybe. Nullhide Ferox. Activate the ability. This Death Baron has been ruining us, folks. Absolutely ruining us. So the catch is we get rid of it, but we're at 6. If they just keep hitting stuff, the Wayward Servant's gonna kill us. Corpse Knight, no! Yeah. Indeed. Yeah, glad you made it, my friend. All right, Wayward Servant. Locks. Come on, folks. Just a little bit of good fortune here. That's all I'm asking for. Come on, baby. Just a little bit. Is that enough? If they get a land, it's currently enough. Okay. Hold on for dear life. Please. Please. Senor Clean. Attacks. With everybody. Does not attack. Okay. Are they just gonna kill us? Did they get... Are they running not Rally the Ancestors with the other one? Return to the ranks? Are we dead? Not like we can do anything else. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. How many Death Barons are gone? Diregraph Colossus. Okay. It's a 6/6. We drop to 1. This is any creature enters the battlefield under their control, up to and including the zombies they have there. Come on, baby. That's not it. That's not it. All right, combat. Werewolf Pack Leader. Draws a card. Obstinate Baloth is a card that technically can keep us in the game here. We had to give up our Werewolf Pack Leader to do it, but our opponent might not take the more dangerous block of Diregraph Colossus, right? They might just even let it through. We'll see. No, they do elect to jump in front. We're not surprised by that. We're not excited about it, but... yeah, all right. You got it. Damage, damage. Obstinate Baloth. Come on down, gain some life. Not dead to any card. Dead to a whole bunch of different cards, no doubt. Obstinate Baloth keeps us in the game. Diregraph Colossus not attacking. This was not the one we were looking for, folks. Combat. All right, Nullhide Ferox, Nullhide Ferox. Opponent gets in front. Opponent gets in front. Damage, damage. Mills some cards. Bantu goes over, as does Wayward Servant. All right, we're going to hold on to the land drop for the bluff's sake. We don't want our opponent being able to know what we're up to over here. Senor Clean! Folks, this is so close. Land drop! Yes! I'll block. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh boy. Well, combat. Actually, hold on. Yep. Do you have it, Senior Clean? Do you have it? Down to 3. The turn got passed. Mire Triton, sure, that doesn't do it. I mean, never didn't have it. Okay. Well, we do have 2 Blizzard Brawls, so we can interact at least. Opponent on island and pass. We have Scavenging Ooze go on ahead. Opponent has Mind Stone. What on earth is our opponent playing? Is this an artifact style deck? Presumably, it's gotta be, right? Like, I don't know, Karns and stuff maybe? Very deliberately floats 3 mana. And goes with Psy Master Thopterist and Mox Amber to make a Thopter. Alright. Fine. Blizzard Brawl. Do you have Fading Hope? They do. They elect not to spend it. Combat. Get in there. Opponent will go ahead and chump. We are unsurprised by that information. Psy Master Thopterist going to get eaten, and they take 3 down to 15. Elvish Mystic. Elvish Mystic. Go on ahead, Coyote Moon. Luke TL, just go ahead and whisper it to me, and then I will post it for you. All right, Antiquities War comes down. That's a sweet card. They find Thought Monitor. Unsurprising. That is a good card. All right, that said, no land drops, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and attack anyway. Opponent drops to 7. Going to pass the turn. Opponent has roughly 1,000,000 cards in hand. There we go. And we have a lot of power and toughness on the board. A lot of it. Antiquities War are going to find another artifact. Do they have a way of maybe bouncing all the creatures back to our hand? That would be inconvenient. Aether Spellbomb bouncing 1. That's a thing. Yes. And Thought Monitor? Ornithopter. Okay. And Thought Monitor. Oh, right. They couldn't Thought Monitor before because the Moxhammer doesn't tap for mana yet. Does find an island as a land drop that will allow them to activate the Aether Spellbomb. Sure. Well. Blizzard Brawl. On the Thought Monitor. Our opponent doesn't really want to use the Aether Spellbomb to bounce Elvish Mystic, right? They want to be able to bounce, like, Steel Leaf Champion or whatever, right? But if they don't, they lose a blocker anyway. The concern they have is that Steel Leaf Champion is, at least currently, unblockable, right? So, sure enough, this does happen. So now they do have 2 blockers, which is, unfortunately, enough to live. Yep. But the blocks are all unfavorable, and they drop to 1. So, Old Growth Troll, what do you say? Sure. And Coyote Moon has 10 power and toughness on the battlefield right now. That's a lot. AFK for the next few hours. Spend some time with spouse. Hey, appreciate it. Darn it, I couldn't be worse. Appreciate you. I do stream 5 nights a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'll catch you in the future. Appreciate you lurking, though, too. That does really help the channel. All right, Artificer's Assistant. Gonna come on down. Does a wee bit of scrying whenever you cast a historic spell. Well, sure enough, Aetherflux Reservoir shows up. That does tap down the Mind Stone, but that is not going to be enough to get the win. So GG, Coyote Moon. GG.